Imagine a company that started making weaving looms, but then shifted gears and revved up to becoming a trailblazing force in the motorcycle industry. Yes, it's none other than Suzuki. Their engines roared with power, earning a reputation for producing some of the best bikes in the world. It all started back in 1909 when a young man named Michio Suzuki founded the Suzuki Loom Works in Hamamatsu, Japan. He was just 21 years old, but he had a passion for innovation and a vision for the future. But how did it start out as a motorcycle company and get hold of the two-stroke technology? Smash the subscribe button right now. The answers to this question will be revealed as we delve more deeply into the world of MotoGP in this video. Suzuki's move from weaving looms. In the early days of MotoGP, two-stroke engines were all the rage. They were lightweight, powerful, and perfect for racing. But it wasn't until 1952 that Suzuki released their first motorcycle, the Power Free. It was a 36cc two-stroke engine bike, and that baby was an instant success. But Suzuki didn't stop there. In 1996, they released the T20 Super 6, aiming to dominate the two-stroke market. It was a 250cc two-stroke engine bike, and it was a game-changer. The two-stroke simple engine configuration went from powering small, utilitarian motorcycles to powering the fastest race bikes in the world. The T20 had a few key features that set it apart from the competition. First, it had a 6-speed transmission, which gave riders more control over their speed and acceleration. Second, it had a reed valve induction system, which allowed for better fuel efficiency and more power. With the T20, Suzuki had cemented their place as a leader in two-stroke engine technology. But they didn't stop there. Over the years, they continued to innovate and improve their two-stroke engines, releasing bikes like the GT750, the RG500, and the RG-V250. These bikes were not only powerful and fast, but they also had a distinct sound that was instantly recognizable around the world. The high-pitched whine of a Suzuki two-stroke engine was a sound that every racing enthusiast knew and loved. But how did Suzuki achieve an incredible feat in the first place? To know about that, we have to dive deeper into the past and move back in time to post-war East Germany, the place where the two-stroke technology was created. Walter Codden and his secret technology. The story begins with the legendary Walter Codden, a man whose ingenuity and daring knew no bounds. Now, it's no secret that Codden had a fascinating past. Legend has it that during World War II, he worked at the Nazi rocket facility at Peenemünde. But let's be clear, we're not here to glorify or condone that part of his story. Instead, we want to focus on the remarkable things that Codden accomplished after the war. Back in the 1950s and 1960s, MotoGP was dominated by big names like MV Agusta and Norton. But Codden had a different idea. He believed that two-stroke engines had the potential to revolutionize the industry, and he wasn't wrong. With his innovative designs and daring attitude, Codden pushed the boundaries of what was possible. The race bikes that he had made for the East German motorcycle manufacturer MZ were unlike anything the world had ever seen. They were lightweight, nimble, and insanely fast. And his chase for perfection didn't end with one bike. He enjoyed experimenting with his formulas and created versions that blew the competition out of the water. Codden was a man of immense talent and creativity. He was a true genius when it came to designing and building race bikes. His impact on the industry can still be felt to this day. He was a rebel, a maverick, a man who refused to be bound by convention. And his innovations changed the face of MotoGP forever. Meet Ernst Degener, the MZ's rider. However, the widespread adoption of two-stroke technology cannot be solely attributed to Codden. Another key figure named Ernst Degener played a pivotal role in its popularization. Now, Ernst Degener, also known as MZ's rider, was a man who lived life in the fast lane and left an indelible mark on the world of MotoGP. He developed a passion for racing at a young age and began his career as a mechanic for the MZ racing team, but soon proved himself to be an exceptional rider in his own right. In 1956, he made his debut as a racer in the German Grand Prix and quickly rose through the ranks to become one of the most dominant riders of his time. If you are enjoying, hit the subscribe button. We really appreciate your support. World of MotoGP and Grand Prix. The world of MotoGP and Grand Prix racing was also undergoing its own changes. The historic British, European, and American giants still ruled the MotoGP, but a new player was emerging: Italy's MV Agusta. With a clean sweep of victories across all 4 MotoGP classes, 125, 250, 350, and 500cc, they were the team to beat. However, their dominance was not unchallenged. The smaller classes saw competition from East Germany's MZ and the rising stars of Japan, Honda. It was an exciting time for bike sport, and the future held many surprises. But what we are about to witness next is a classic case of underdog redemption. We're talking about Suzuki, one of the biggest names in MotoGP history. Back in the early 1960s, Suzuki was known for producing 50 to 250cc two-strokes, but they had a lot to prove. In 1960, they entered their first race team at the Isle of Man Double T in the 125cc class, hoping to follow in Honda's footsteps. But things didn't go as planned, as Suzuki wasn't about to give up. The next year, they came back stronger than ever, with a brand new two-stroke 125cc. They were determined to show the world what they were made of. Suzuki recognized that something had to change if they wanted to compete at the highest levels, and they were willing to do whatever it took to make it happen. Suzuki's Heist for the secret of two-stroke technology. So what did Suzuki do to win the two-stroke technology race? It's a question that has perplexed and fascinated motorcycle enthusiasts for years, and the answer is nothing short of thrilling. In the early 1960s, Suzuki was locked in a fierce battle with other manufacturers to develop the most advanced two-stroke technology. It was a competition that would push the limits of innovation and creativity, as each company sought to gain an edge over their rivals. Fate intervened in the form of Ernst Degener. In 1961, he made the daring decision to defect from East Germany and bid farewell to his team at MZ. But why did he do it? It was because life in East Germany was exhausting. Ernst Degener might have been a highly skilled motorcycle racer, but his home country was known for its tightly controlled political system and its struggling economy. For many East Germans, life was difficult, with low wages and limited freedoms. The government kept a close eye on its citizens, and dissent was not tolerated. However, that wasn't the only factor that led him to defect. Ernst had a deep passion for innovation and technology advancements, but he felt limited by the strict regulations imposed by the communist regime. Despite his love for the sport, Ernst couldn't help but feel envious of his rivals' luxurious lifestyles and impressive paychecks. So what did he do? He made a daring decision to defect. With a burning desire for more, Ernst risked it all for a chance at a better life. With his knowledge of MZ's advanced two-stroke engine design, Degener soon found himself in demand. For Suzuki, this was the chance they had been waiting for. They needed MZ's top-secret technology to stay ahead of the game, while MZ's talented racer, Ernst Degener, yearned for the luxuries of the West. Both parties struck down a deal. Suzuki was willing to pay top dollar for MZ's cutting-edge technology, and Ernst got to live the lavish lifestyle he always dreamed of. The stakes were high, but they took the risk. Suzuki's decision to take this bold step was a gamble, but it paid off in spectacular fashion, and in doing so, they changed the face of MotoGP forever. The result was nothing short of spectacular. Suzuki's two-stroke engines were faster, more powerful, and more efficient than anything else on the market. They dominated the racing circuit, leaving other manufacturers scrambling to catch up. Ernst became a valuable asset to Suzuki, bringing his innovative ideas and expert racing skills to the table. With his incredible skills and daring attitude, he pushed Suzuki to new heights, blazing a trail that others would follow. Ernst went on to win multiple Grand Prix titles and even helped develop the first Suzuki Grand Prix bike, which went on to dominate the sport in the 1970s. Ernst's defection was more than just a desire for wealth and luxury, but a longing for creative freedom and ownership over his work. His bravery and innovation forever changed the MotoGP industry, leaving a lasting impact on the sport we know and love today. All's well that ends well. Suzuki's success in winning the two-stroke technology race comes down to their commitment to innovation and their willingness to take risks. Suzuki wasn't afraid to try new things, and that changed the course of motorcycle engine design forever. It not only helped put the Japanese manufacturers on the map globally, but also pushed the boundaries of what was possible with two-stroke engines. They may have started out making weaving looms, but they've certainly come a long way since then. Suzuki pulled off the ultimate heist and won the show. It just goes to display that sometimes the greatest victories come from the most unexpected places. So whether you're a fan of motorcycles or just love a good underdog story, let Suzuki's triumph inspire you to never give up on your dreams, no matter how big or small. Who would have thought that a small act of espionage could lead to such a big victory on the racetrack? What do you think about the ethics of stealing technology? Should Suzuki have been punished for their actions, or was it just part of the game? And let's not forget about the impact that this victory had on the world of MotoGP. How do you think this event shaped the industry and influenced future innovations? As always, we love hearing from our viewers, so let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more fascinating stories from the world of motorsports. Thanks for watching.